welcome back. This week I'm looking at the rear end. I can't do much more on the front end at the moment because I'm still waiting for parts to arrive. They've been delayed. I'm waiting for some pins so I can actually, because I don't want to splice the actual loom, so I'm actually getting some pins sent in that I can actually connect the old, well, the new, or one of them anyway, where I can connect straight into my plug, cut this, and then use the pins to actually connect, so it actually gives me an extension, so it gives me more reach. But as I say, I'm still waiting for those to turn up. They should be due literally within the next few days. So I've had to basically stop with the front end. I can't do much more on that until I get these parts through. Then I can go back to it and start playing with the clocks, the brackets. So it is a case of whether I choose between which set of clocks I go for. So that's still ongoing, unfortunately. Sometimes when I order these parts in, they do take longer than expected. So today I'm going to look at the rear end. I've been looking at it for several weeks now. It is basically standard rear end. I've also been thinking about the can because it is extremely loud. I'm going to try maybe baffle packing it, but I have got an alternative at the moment. But something's got to be done about this rear end. So first of all, I'll start taking it apart. Right, first off is the exhaust. Just going to take it off from this bracket here and this one here. So that's the exhaust off, just the end. That's why basically a few videos back I had comments where it was, I hadn't exhaust pasted, jointed, etc. because I chop and change things so frequently. I was looking at the rear end, so I didn't want to paste it all in. So next bit, start taking all this bodywork off. Exactly the same on the other side. most of this I haven't actually bolted down underneath, because normally there's bolts here, here, same again this side. This is all just loose at the moment, so seat latch. That just pops, and hopefully the whole seat unit should come off. All comes off one piece. Right, main subframe is held on by this bolt and this bolt. Same on the other side. I'm going to try it, but as I've read, you should be able to undo these bolts. You will have to disconnect the brake reservoir, and the whole back end should basically drop, and then you can do the electrical connections and take the whole rear end off in one go. That's what I've read, so let's try it in practice. Two 12mm bolts this side, two 12mm the other. Right, also while I'm here, I'll just disconnect the the brake reservoir bolt. Relocate that at a later point. Right, the two bolts out the other side. Right, they're all loose. There you go, as you can see. The whole frame. So let's pull that out. So it is now just a case of, as you can see, that's dropped right back. So we need to move this, maybe disconnect it, and then start looking at these wires. Disconnect the ECU. Take off the retaining plate from the ECU. can disconnect. As you can see, it has slightly dropped already. Right, so that's now unplugged. Just hang that down for now. And that's the main loom that goes up. Regulator rectifier. Again, just unplug. I'll relocate that later. Dealer mode plug, so I need to squidge down through that small gap. Right, just need to drain the fluid out of this. Then I can take it off. Put that back in. Now I can disconnect it. Just comes out. Feed the pipe down through the hole. And I can just drain off the excess. Right, so just pop that back on. That's now out of the way. So them wires out of the way. It is purely just this wire here that connects up to the back. Right, so this last wire. So I just got to disconnect rear indicators, which is that one. And this one. That's one out. And two. Should be able to feed these through. Probably going to have to put this into two parts. One for the, obviously this for the disassembly, and then the second video will be the reassembly. Right, almost there. there we go. That's the subframe and battery tray, all off in one go. And that is what we're left with. So now I can actually get to the shock, because I need to do some adjustments on that. But that's just disassembly of a rear end of a Hayabusa. It's not too bad. So just lay everything out nicely on your workbench, if you have a workbench. If not, on the floor. But say, now I can get to it, I can give the swing arm a good clean up, I can get into the shock. Obviously keep this connected, so I can reroute that when I come to the different rear end. As I say, in the second part of this video I'll actually start reattaching a new back end. Right, I hope that was helpful. As I say, that's the basic disassembly of a rear end of a Hayabusa. Join me again in the next episode, which is going to be basically part 2 of this particular video, where I start to actually put together the new rear end. So stay tuned and see what I've come up with. See you again next time. Thanks for watching. Cheers. Bye.